A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, we would be talking about the energy of a divine masculine who feels that he got a lesson, a practical lesson, not a theory, a practical lesson, and he is very happy about it. So when basically he had an argument or a fight with the feminine pointed out certain things to him, this is how it should be. Maybe it was a lesson on loyalty. She felt that he is not loyal enough with her. Or maybe it was some other lesson. Lesson as in she went through a feeling and she felt bad that the masculine did not do certain things for her. Say for example, she told the masculine that you don't make any efforts for me. Okay, you don't do anything special for me, or you don't, even if it comes to normal things, you don't do it. And he would say, no, I don't agree with you. I am doing whatever I can do, and they have a fight or an argument about it. Or maybe they have a cold war. Sometimes you have a cold war. You have a fight, you're upset about something. You think that instead of arguing, it would be better if I go silent on this. And then you also don't, say the feminine also doesn't feel like talking to the masculine at all. Because she is sort of feeling very fed up of him. And previously what would happen is that every time she would get fed up of him and they would have an argument, later on she would go soft-hearted on him and then she would ignore that and she would be normal. But this time around, and ever since she started doing inner work, she felt that I should not. If I don't like something about him, then I should also not give him all the perks and all the good things, He should earn it. If he wants my special time, if he wants my special attention, or if he wants my affection, because I'm going out in the world and I'm showing him off and I'm telling people that, he's the one for me. I'm, doing something for him also. If not publicly, because I think in the current world, it's best not to show off your relationship publicly. So if, say, in personal, in private, within the family also, the feminine feels that I am doing always extra things for him or special things for him. But he is not doing anything for me. He is not making any effort. He is just getting a baked cookie free of cost, without any effort on his plate, on his table. So after doing inner work, her confidence has increased. Okay. Now she's not scared of being alone or being by herself, or she enjoys her company. She enjoys her solitude also. All of that is happening. So she feels that the man in her life has to be worthy of her presence, worthy of her time, worthy of her affection. If he is not doing anything for her, or even in general, as a man also, whatever his duties or responsibilities are, then I'm not giving him all the special offers, all the perks. So she goes either cold war on him, silent on him, or she just tells him that this is what it is, and then after that she starts doing her work. Now, the confidence of the divine feminine has got a lot to do with the change in the divine masculine's behavior towards her. Okay. For private sessions, personal readings, guidance and dream interpretation, counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first, and once you're sure, write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. When it comes to Twinflame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything from you about your journey before the reading, so that we can get the best and most accurate answers. But in case of therapies, you have to share with me different facets of your life so we can heal the wounded inner child, which then leads to a 5D union. And without the 5D union, 3D union is not possible. You can also get my book In the Name of Love. It has 5 channel twin flame stories based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. The link is also given in the description box. This book is quite capable in uplifting the energies of people who are in low frequencies and low vibrations. You can connect with me on Instagram. The handle is the Sunamoon Goddess, and can check out 2 more channels, the Sunamoon Vlogs, which is based on Ascension Lifestyle, and Ramayana and Mahabharata Diaries. Ramayana and Mahabharata Diaries is a channel which I would be dedicating to on the stories of Lord Sri Ram and Sita and Shri Krishna's life. So when Shri Krishna was born, you all know, some of you must have heard about Radha and Krishna's love story also. Both Ram and Sita and Krishna and Radha, they were divine twin flame couples. So their life story can give you a lot of energy. It can uplift you, bring you out from dark corners and dark places, and it can increase devotional energy in you. In the twin flame journey, it's very important to be in devotional energies. It's very important to surrender. Here, taking control doesn't work. With the masculine, what happens is that first he's not willing to accept it. Accept that, I'm treating her badly, or I'm not doing what she wants me to do. He gets a little upset also, and he gets a little worked up also. Or if it's a Cold War situation, he also goes very quiet and does not react or doesn't say anything. But he doesn't want to think that it is the right expectation that she has from me, okay? But how he learns about this is that it happens with him in his practical living, waking up reality. He also goes through some situation wherein he feels that the other person, maybe his friend or somebody he's doing business with, maybe some other girl, who he is very close to or he's friends with, or anybody in the family. I'm just giving an example. Somebody around him treats him in such a way that he feels exactly the same way about those people. Either he tells this to them that, hey, you're not making any effort. Say he's working with some business people, he has a business partner, or somebody he is giving good percentage of money from his work. And he feels that this person is not making any effort and they are doing, just enjoying the perks. I do all the hard work. I am sitting up the whole night. I am working my ass off. But when it comes to taking the benefits, these people come and they take the benefits. So the lesson is same. You understand? The lesson is same or the situation is same, but it's happening in a different scenario, in a different situation. So when this situation or this scenario plays out with him in another format, he learns that lesson via personal experience, and we call it practical experience. When you tell something in theory or when you talk about something, you just discuss it, it's called theory. The lesson is incomplete till the time the practical doesn't happen. So he goes through his own journey on the other side, and then he realizes what she means. Because see, anything that you do in a romantic relationship or anything that you do even in a normal relationship, the core feeling is the same. So when he meets and he comes across people who just want to enjoy the perks and the benefits, how they say friends with benefits. What are the benefits? So you are friends with someone, but you're getting the benefit of a relationship. So friends with benefits. Anyway, that is a different concept altogether, which I don't agree with, by the way. There is no such thing as benefits in friendship. Friendship is just a very pure feeling. But when do we talk about this? You make some effort and then I do this for you and I do that for you. Is there some kind of a barter deal happening? Are you trying to say that love is not unconditional over here? See, because unconditional love is unconditional from all the parties, okay? You care for someone, you love someone, you do things for them. But when it comes to living in the three-dimensional reality, some people confuse the 5D world and the 3D world a lot. And they also say this, that what about unconditional love? What about unconditional love? And we tell the feminines that you have to be practical also. Because see, you have a certain amount of energy in you. You have a certain level of energy in you. Unconditional love does not mean you give up all that energy, especially the sexual energy. Because when a man is asking you for some sexual favors, or a man is asking you, you do his things, like you clean up his house, you cook for him, you do this, you do that, it requires energy. In a day, when you wake up in the morning until the time you sleep, there are tons of things you do which require energy. This has not got anything to do with unconditional love or conditional love, because unconditional love is a feeling. But when you talk about certain conditions, that is to survive and to live. If the whole day a woman is cooking, cleaning, reproducing children for a man, then where will she have the energy to do anything else? right? So if in the three-dimensional reality, if she's doing certain things, if she's giving up certain energy to someone for someone's happiness, then that is the point where she needs to say that, look, if I do all of these things, I have no time for myself. What about my devotion? Because in the twin flame world, everything is about devotion. If a feminine is devoted to source, only then she can get energy of her own. If she does not have any devotion towards God, she will not have any energy. She will be sitting in one corner, cribbing and complaining, unable to generate happiness within. So that does not fall under conditional love or unconditional love. That is a reality. If you eat food, only then you will have energy. It is something like that. So mentally, we need food. We need food in our heart, we need food in our mind, and that food gives us energy. So when she talks to the masculine, and she tells him that don't ask for all the benefits all the time. You gotta earn your benefits. You gotta be worthy of those benefits. That's because as a body, she needs to function. Okay, and that needs energy. I hope you understand the difference. The feeling of love is there. So even when they are doing Cold War, or even when, there is this unhappy situation, it's not like she has left him or she doesn't love him anymore. She loves him even now. But she feels that love is not going anywhere. Love is always going to be constant. She's always going to feel the same way about him. She's always going to want to have him around, and there will be happy times and there will be sad times, and all of that is there. That part is the unconditional part. Okay? But in order to function, we are just machines, we are device. We are also a type of machine, we are also a type of device. And every machine, it needs to operate either on battery or on the electric current. That electric current is the love of God. That electric current is the source energy. But if you become so crazy for a man or a woman that you forget about all of that, end of the day, you will be completely drained. And he will learn the same lesson when it comes to dealing with other people. He will feel drained, he will feel unhappy, he will feel like he is doing all the chores. He is going and doing the meetings, he is going and talking to the buyers, he is going and making all the deals, he is working from morning to night like a donkey. So what is he getting? When it comes to distributing the profit, the other people come and take it away. And in the end, he feels drained. So this is just an example, guys. I gave this example because this is the best example or the best way to explain what happens with him. Eventually, when he learns this lesson, he comes back to her and he even tells this to her, that I had a practical experience. I had a practical experience, and I think I now understand what you have been saying by making efforts in a relationship. I understand. So I'm sorry, my love. And this time he's not just saying sorry. Another thing happens is that if there is something he needed to do, he's going to do it. He's going to do it because he understands now that I never make effort for her. I never do anything for her as such. All I do is want. I have become a taker. She's a giver and I'm a taker. But there has to be a balance in giving and taking also. Then you will feel the flow of unconditional love, because only one person doesn't become unconditional. Both people have to be unconditional. Some of the feminines, they are very stubborn, When I try to talk to them, they come to me for reading or if they're having a random conversation, they debate on this topic of unconditional love. They say, oh, so should I not be unconditional? Come on, you should be unconditional. What about your guy? Should he also not be unconditional? Are you the only one who's supposed to be unconditional in your approach? What about him? Unconditional love doesn't mean you become stupid. Unconditional love doesn't mean you become stubborn and you don't understand the real thing. Okay? So here, as per this channeling, as per the energy of this channeling, if you are in that path, if only you're in that path, if you're not stubborn or you're not stuck up, you've stepped up, and you've told him that, look, I love you and I will always love you, but come on, I feel drained and I don't want to feel drained. So I need to give time to my devotion, to my source, to my inner work also. if I'm taking out all of that time, especially for you, then it has to be worth it. Okay? Those type of feminines, only for them this channeling will apply. Okay? Then this DM will come back to them with the lesson learned. Sometimes they might apologize, but apologies doesn't make any sense if the behavior is still the same. So he will definitely do something, and you will know it, that he is doing something. It's just not talking, blabbering all the time. Because there are some people, they say that the masculine is always around me. He messages me, he calls me. Now we are not in no contact, we are in contact, everything is fine. But he doesn't do anything for me. He doesn't do anything for me. He just keeps talking on the phone. He will tell me, I'm always there for you. If you fall sick, I will come to see you. But when you fall sick, he's not there. And he's totally forgotten about it. And after 3 days, he messages you or he calls you, hey, are you okay now? Did you take your medicines? So this type of love, this is not love, okay? When a person has fallen sick and the other person doesn't even remember, that's not love. So she now realizes that, and she's told him that look, don't just be around me on phone and messages. And it's not like I want you to live in with me or I want you to come up and be with me all the time, 24/7. You apply a glue and we get stuck with that glue. No. At least don't say these things. At least don't make commitments. At least don't make promises. Because you make promises, you give me some kind of hope. And I don't want that type of hope. I don't want just words. You know, all gas and no shit. That's what... I don't know how I came out to this phrase, but yes. So it's all words, just words, 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 words. Like that song, words, words is all I have. Words, and words are all I have to take your breath away or heart away or something like that. We don't want men who are just writing poetry all the time and just saying these beautiful lines and singing songs. A real man, what he says, he does it. Otherwise, he will not say it. Okay? So on this note, I will close this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.